might catch a beating. Just tune in, you gon' have to see it. Stand up if you with us, if not, they be seated. You seen them in every arena. Eddie and Nika, who really got something to fight for. Everybody saying they're the GOAT, who the one that slayed the Chupacabra. Your favorite girls.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Women Crushing It Wednesdays. I'm here with my girl, Nika. Nika, how you doing, mama?
I'm good, but it looks like my internet's acting up. And you're the one that's in Mexico.
Is it me or you?
And you're the one that's in Mexico. It looks like it's me. It looks like me on my computer. At least on my computer.
It's okay.
So,
it's okay.
Because on my phone it looks clear, but I think on the
I can hear you now. I can hear you.
Okay, so you couldn't hear me before?
No.
Okay, all right. So it's my internet. All right. So let's see. All right.
Damn internet.
I'm probably have to go to log back out and log back in.
Okay.
For you, just
That's
1 second.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, do what you got to do. Our people are good to us. They'll be patient. They know what it is. So good evening, everybody. I got my girl Nika tonight. Crystal has some things to take care of. We are going to have a great guest, Ginny Fuchs, 2020 Olympian and newly crowned WBC Interim super flyweight champion. Another scorer for women's boxing. And I'm so super excited. I can't wait. Cannot wait. But in the meantime, as Nika is logging back in, there's so much shit to talk about. There's so many things going on in boxing right now. And I can't wait to hear what y'all think about it all. I'm here in Mexico. I'm in Mazatlan. I'm on vacation. But, I got to be with my people. So here we are, going live regardless. Nika's like, Christine, you should take a real vacation and be off. I'm like, no. Our chat is so loyal. I'm going to be loyal too. So as they are loyal. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. And boxing is what we do. So, okay, my girl's back.
My internet is it's my internet is, I don't know, it's acting up. But,
okay.
I can see you and I can hear you, but I'm probably going to look a little bit choppy or
You're good. You're good.
Yeah, it looks like you, but so they were wearing baseball caps, so that's what we're that was today's theme.
Yes, today's theme. And Nika's so good about themes and names and rebranding people and things. She's awesome. She's very clever. So I have my USA Boxing Olympian hat. Nika, what you got on?
I have the New York Yankees. Okay,
I love it.
New York Yankees. Yeah. So
I love it. I absolutely love it. So I was just telling them that Crystal won't make it tonight because she's got some things to do. But later on, we're going to have 2020 Olympian, WBC Interim super flyweight newly crowned champ, Ginny Fuchs. And it's been a long time coming. So I can't wait. Another score for women. Another score for women in boxing.
Were you able to do the sponsors already or no?
No, I have not yet.
All right.
So I'm going to give a shout out to our sponsors, Kush for the C, who does our intro. And of course, Arte de Tere, that does a fabulous job on all of our thumbnails and our videos, our intros. I mean, we are so blessed to have great people around us. And anyone that wants to sponsor, yes. Anyone that wants to sponsor, hit us up because, we'll give you props and clout always.
Awesome.
Always.
All right.
And Nika's going to be reading the comments tonight.
Yeah. What's up, Deep Town Funk? Daniel again. Saludos, Nika. And Christine is Jesus M. Talking about it's my cricket phone. No, it was not my cricket phone. Okay. What's out? Are you on vacation? They're asking if you're on vacation. Yeah, but she's not really taking a real vacation because she's on tonight. She's really just enjoyed her time in Mexico.
No, you know what? I'm enjoying my time, but you know what? Like I said, I said earlier, our chat is always so loyal to us. They tune in every Wednesday, and if I can do it, I'm gonna do it too. You know.
Because Daniel says he wouldn't be pissed if we took a vacation. So you
Well,
would
we'll
have been
take.
good. Like, you just,
Well, you know what? Hold on to that because we're gonna save that for another day. But today, here we are. Here we are. And what
in
would
the
you do on
noon.
a Wednesday night? Like, are you serious? Like, what else could you be possibly doing? There's nothing. There's nothing.
See, trail. Talking like usual. Okay, yeah. So today was theme night was baseball caps.
Yeah, last week was the football jerseys, and today is
Mhm.
the baseball caps.
All right.
But before you came on, so we're gonna have our guest on coming on soon. But there's a lot of shit that's going on in the news and in boxing. Is there anything in particular that just like sticks out? I mean, I got a lot of heat from one person today on Twitter, but
Oh
you
yeah,
know
you
what?
gotta talk about that.
I was like, you know what? We can agree to disagree, and I'm respectable. I'm not going to disrespect anybody, and I'm not going to argue with anybody. But you have your opinions, and I have mine. Is there anything that popped up for you?
And my internet's still acting up, so y'all probably see me fuzzy. But the Teofimo video with Crawford, them getting into it like at a fight. Well, not getting into it really. To me,
Yeah.
it was Teofimo trying to get a little bit of clout per usual. I know HLE's gonna talk shit in the chat. I don't give a fuck. He's trying to, I guess, make a fight with Bud, so he's doing the most, trying to like confront him at a fight. And Crawford put his fingers in his face. He'll fight him like out of the ring. And he like put his fingers in his face like that, out of the ring
Yeah.
to fight him. But I've been seeing online people do want to see this fight because they want to see Teofimo get his ass beat. And you know what? I don't like Teofimo, but I kind of would like to see him get his ass beat in this fight. So I wouldn't even be mad. But it doesn't look like Bud's gonna fall for that. So
Well, the thing is, like, I have nothing against Tio. Like, I don't. Like, he's the guy that I kind of feel bad for because he has so much around him, like his dad and other things that where I feel like he has to be a certain way. And I like him. He can fight. I think he's great. I do. No disrespect. And you know what? If I was Tio, I would do exactly what he did and try to get attention to me, like going in front of Crawford, like, making the video, blah, 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 because he's doing what he has to do. I think boxers today have to sell themselves. Do I think he would win? No. But do I blame him for what he's doing? No, I don't. Because we have to promote ourselves, whether we're boxers or media people or whatever. We have to promote ourselves because if we don't do it, who will? So I mean, I don't hate him for it. Do I think he'd win? Like I said, no. But you know what? Do what you got to do.
He's annoying though. I feel like he'd be going after fights that he's not gonna get. So it's like he's trying to make people look like he's a tough guy, and in reality, you're not gonna get this fight. So just sit down and shut up. But I like a little bit of drama. So if the fight's gonna happen, then yeah, sell it to me. But to me, he's just like a clout chaser. But whatever.
Well, and the thing is too is like Bud, people that know him, that he showed a lot of restraint, and he does because he'll get down wherever.
Yeah. All right, so our guest is here. You wanna
Oh yay!
Put this to 3, and then I gotta change. Hold on. It's a lot to do with this StreamYard thing. When you switching it up for the guests. Hold on. Right. 3 people. All right. So I put myself on here. All right, here we go.
There we go. Hey guys.
Jenny. Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good. How you guys been?
We are doing well. So, for those that are just tuning in and never tuned into boxing, because if you're into boxing, you know who this woman is. 2020 Olympian and newly WBC Interim Super Flyweight Champion.
Yeah.
Who just won the fucking title against
Congratulations.
Ruiz.
Yes,
Thank you.
Congratulations with a fucking broken damn thumb.
Yeah, you want to give us a thumbs up like right now? I want to see your thumbs right now. Was that the one?
That's the one. Yeah, it's still a little swollen, but it looks better.
But it looks much, much better.
Yeah, huh? Right? It's
warrior.
got some movement.
Yeah, so congratulations. So talk to us about the fight. And I know, like after the interview, they said that you were like, "Oh, adrenaline. I thought maybe I jammed it. Whatever." Walk us through it.
Yeah, so the plan for this fight was to come out throwing a lot of punches to make a statement because we're in her hometown and she's the champ. So that's how I started off, being aggressive, pushing her back, throwing a lot of punches. And yeah, I remember throwing, pretty sure it was a hook. And all boxers have done this before, jamming their fingers somehow. I mean, it's typical. So, but I do remember I was like, dang, ooh, that one hurt really bad. But I put it aside and didn't think much of it. Honestly, it almost kind of went numb a little bit. So I didn't. That's also why I didn't think about it so much. And then the rest of the fight again, it was a tough fight. She was throwing a lot of good shots. She was hitting me with a lot of good hard shots. So I was just focused on making sure I was moving my head and getting the points and winning the rounds. I would feel it every now and then, but it really wasn't a bother. But yeah, it was a tough fight, and I got to give Ruiz props. She brought it, and I like that she brought her A game to challenge me
Yes,
just enough, to bring the best out of me. So
absolutely.
yeah.
Well, and even like during the fight, like we were watching it, we're like, man, this fight, like the first rounds, they were kind of even.
Yeah,
Like y'all were
I
going
agree.
back and forth, back and forth. But it was like for me, the last few rounds, you like really picked it up
Yeah.
because she was fucking tough.
Yeah. I know I had to pick it up because I was
You
like,
are,
all
you are,
right,
you
if
are.
I
Oh,
if
yeah.
I don't if I don't change this pace up a little bit and do something a little bit different, I might not get it. So I knew I was like, all right, I gotta in these rounds make these judges know you're like, all right, I'm coming for this belt and I'm not gonna let it slip away.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What were you
Right.
going to say, Nika? You had a question?
No, I was saying that she definitely earned her title because it wasn't an
She
easy
did.
fight,
At
so
all.
can't call you a
No, she
paper towel.
brought it. And to me, fights like this, they really show what you're made of.
Right, right.
And it's been a long time coming. Like,
Mm-hmm.
talk to us. I mean, 2020 Olympics, and then
Yeah.
here we are, 2024. Like, what has the journey been like? People think, oh, I'm going to go pro. This is going to be great. I'm going to
Right.
do this. I'm going to do that. Talk to us about the journey.
Right. And that's kind of how I felt after Tokyo. And the only reason why was just because of my, long amateur career and all my accomplishments in my amateurs and also going to the Olympics. So yes, I'm a woman. I knew it was still going to be a little difficult, but I felt like I had an advantage over others. But like when I went pro, I didn't, when I made the announcement, I thought maybe I'd get signed or get offers, but I didn't really get any offers. Michaela obviously helped me get on a card, which got me my pro debut. And I was like, all right, Top Rank, I have a good relationship with them. I think I want to dominate my pro debut, which I did. I was like, okay, maybe this will be it. Nope. Didn't hear anything, and then again, I wasn't really, I was getting like some offers from small promoters, but girls would back out, or the money wasn't there for them to fight me. And then I got on that card, that all female card in London, again, thanks to Michaela and Clarissa. They kind of helped me get on that card. And then, I was like, all right, this will be good. And I'm going overseas on a big, big card, on a big stage. This will help, maybe Matchroom will sign me or Boxer will sign me. Nope, still nothing. So it almost was like a year later. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what am I doing? I'm getting older. I can't just like sit around on the shelf and wait and, not make money. I'm also like, need to make money.
Yeah.
So, and then Regis had a car. I'm really good close with Regis. And he, he got on a card in New Orleans and I asked if, so he helped me get on that card. And I was like, okay, this is going to be where Matchroom will finally, sign me. And I talked to them like, I want after this fight, I want a world champion. I want to go for a world title. Like I'm ready. I don't need to build it. Sorry, that's my dog, Charlie.
No,
To build
we love dogs. You're good.
I don't need time to build my record. I'm on that same level as all the girls already that hold the belt. So just give me that chance. Nothing happened. And so the start of this year, I was like, I was just like, I didn't want to give it up. Oh, because I'm not
Right.
ready, because I know I'm still at my prime, and I just can't be like, oh, what if? I just can't do that. So I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna stay ready, stay ready. And then Austin Trout told me that they were doing, Team Combat League was
Yeah, Team Comeback League, yes.
starting a Houston team, and he really wanted me on it, and was telling me about it, and I was like, you know what? I'm not fighting, and a lot of fights have fallen through, so this will keep me busy. Let me do it. Let me try it out. And I think that was a really blessing in disguise, because for one, it was really fun. I really enjoyed myself. And it showed, people were seeing me fight every other week, every other 2 weeks, different girls, heavier girls. So I think that helped put me on the stage a little more. And then towards the end of the season, that's when Matchroom called and was like, hey, this girl, Ruiz, holds the belt. Or first of all, they asked if I wanted to fight her, and I was like, definitely. And then I saw she holds the belt, and I'm like, well, let's make it for the belt. So there's a little back and forth about no, yes, no, but they finally agreed. All right, you can fight her for the belt. And now, I'm talking about 2 or 3 fight contract deal with them.
Okay, see, that was there you have a hard road, man. You
just have to be patient.
Fabulous.
You
No,
gotta have
that's
a lot of patience. You have to have, you have to have a lot of patience.
You do.
Yes.
But it worked out for you, so that's great.
So, we look back, during the COVID time, at the Elegante, and this is no diss to anybody, but I want your opinion. So Sky Nicholson right now, she's at the top with the zone. She's doing shit. And I'm thinking, but what about Jenny? What about O'Shea? What about these others? What are your thoughts whenever you look at that and you see it's like, what did you have to do differently, or what have you not done to be in the same position until now, at almost 4 years later?
Yeah. The thing that I would say that she's done so well is market herself on social media and put herself out there and made people want to see her, just because she's really on all platforms, doing very well. And I know that's what I lack and I struggle with. And a lot of people have told me, you need to post, you need to show yourself. So that's what I'll give her props, is she's done really good on marketing herself on social media and getting followers. So of course, Matchroom wants to give her those fights, because then people are gonna come to watch her fight. So I think that's the main difference.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. Do you believe that today, it's not like the old days where promoters, they promote their fighters. I think today we have to, boxers, not we, but boxers have to promote themselves. Even though a lot of people are disdain Ryan Garcia, or they think this and that, he has promoted himself in such a way that he's always in the spotlight. Do you believe that that's what needs to be done in this time and age?
Yeah, for sure. Unfortunately, that's what it is. There's the good and the bad with social media, but that's just the world we live in right now. And promoters want to put you on their card if you are building up a fight and making something exciting. Then of course they're gonna want to put you on their card or sign you, because people want to see that. So it's not even the promoter's job anymore. It's more our job to make a fight happen and to make it exciting and get it out there. So that's actually my next thing I'm gonna work on when I'm all healed up and ready to get back in the ring. I'm gonna start calling out. Then when I can start using both thumbs, this is a good thumb. This is it's getting there. It's getting there. I'm gonna go for the girl who holds the WBC belt, and I believe her name is Ashley Gonzalez. I don't know if I'm saying her first name right, but so I'm gonna start calling her out and start, saying I want to go, get that fight set up, and I'm gonna try to build the fight up so Matchroom will make it happen.
If you need help, I can jump in and take over your Twitter account, and I guarantee you she's gonna fight you. She's gonna want to fight you, just give me your account for 1 week. She's gonna want to fight. Probably gonna
Well,
want.
dang, okay.
In a rematch, she's probably gonna want a trilogy. She's gonna want a trilogy. She's gonna want a trilogy. For
Well, then
sure.
we gotta talk about that.
Yeah.
And you know, the good thing is too, is her best friend, Michaela Mayer. She's
Yeah.
really good at promoting herself
Yes.
and talking
Yeah.
shit, which is excellent because that's what we need.
Yeah, and
You
she's
know,
the one that's always on me about like, come on, you gotta post, you gotta be on Twitter, you gotta,
Yeah,
you know.
see, that's
So
good.
she's in my ear all the time, as you already know.
yeah, yeah, she's awesome. You know, I remember you and she were in Chula Vista, and she was telling Billy, she's like, Billy, because you know, no phones allowed, blah blah blah. She's like, no, Billy, they need to like push themselves. People need to know who they are. Like they need to be there on social media. You know, and
Yeah.
at that time I was thinking, man, she is absolutely fucking right.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And, you know, he's old school, so he still doesn't get
Yeah,
it or realize
exactly.
it. And, you know, people got to realize things change and you got to you got to live how things change or you're not going to live. You're not going to succeed.
Roll with the punches.
Yeah, roll with the punches. There you go.
No, don't let her run your account. No, if he tells something, Devin Bell says, no,
No.
don't let her run your. I'm telling you, girl, you give me your phone for 1 week. You probably have the three fights that you're gonna sign up for. You'll have 3 opponents. You will have 3 opponents.
Yes, she is
Oh,
right.
okay.
She can talk
yeah,
that shit.
ready to fight her.
Talk that
For sure.
shit.
That's funny.
Nika, you know, I can see where it's shit. Do we have some questions in the chat for Jenny?
Well, no, but I wanted to ask her because I think it's kind of something to clear up because last week we had Evans on here, your strength and conditioning coach, and I think he said that you had surgery on your thumb, but then I found out that you didn't have surgery, so you want to clear that.
But then you know, our people text and said, no, she didn't.
Yeah, no. So what happened? So what happened was I jammed it so bad that it dislocated at the knuckle. So that's what you saw. I'm sorry. That's what you saw sticking out of my thumb was the knuckle of my thumb.
Oh,
so all they did was put it back in place and then stitch up where it came out of my skin. So what I got to do now is get in with a hand specialist, which I'm working on. Should get on by Friday, and then whatever he tells me to do, they'll probably have to do some rehab. I don't know, probably make me do an MRI to make sure I didn't like tear any tendons. Now, if I tear some tendons, maybe I'll have to have surgery. So I just got to see what he says, and then I go from there.
That's awesome.
Well, hope for the best. What's the time frame looking like for her?
Well, again, I don't know. It's up to the doctor. Sure. But I'm positive that it's not going to be too bad because, I mean, it's still a little swollen, but like look at the movement. The movement's pretty good. I can't really grip things that well, and it hurts if I do it hard. But I mean, it's because it's been 2.5 weeks, so that still should hurt.
Okay, so that's pretty good progress. Yeah. So Coach Red says, "Congrats, Jenny. Where's the belt at?"
So I haven't got it yet. I know it's so I just talked to the WBC and they apparently didn't have my address and they were DMing me on Instagram. I don't really check it that often, so I was like, oh, so I gave it to them. So they said it's on its way.
Awesome.
Right. You definitely need to be more active on your social media then, girl. You don't have your belt. You wasn't checking your messages.
I know. See, I know. I told you I'm horrible. Horrible. Well, I also was on a cruise for a week, so you know.
Good for you.
Yeah. Shut off my phone.
Good for you. So,
Ashley Gonzalez Macias hasn't fought since March 2023. So that's who you just named, right?
That's who I was naming. Yes.
Yes. Okay, so she's been out of the ring for a nice little minute.
Well, so was I. I didn't fought since.
I was gonna say.
I'm thinking it's good. I'm on your side.
So,
I don't even know the girl.
Well, Jenny, you fought what 3 times since 2021, the Olympics, right?
Yeah, that was my 4th fight. Yeah.
Yeah, 4th fight. So we don't take excuses like so what? Like she hasn't fought either, you know.
Right.
But what's her excuse? Like why she's been on? Have you been doing your research? Like why she's out the ring like this long?
I'm not sure. See, I gotta do more research. I
want to know why she's out the ring so long.
Yeah.
But you know what? Whatever, right?
Exactly.
And,
Whatever.
and I was going to ask you, so where do you think, like, when you look at the climate right now for women's boxing, what is your first thought?
Well, I think it's definitely doing much better, but I mean, we still have a lot of mountains to climb with getting, equal pay. That's like the number one obvious, I feel like. And then just like I said, the other one obviously is changing to 3 minutes, because I think if we do 3 minutes, then it'll be I think we're already exciting. So don't get me wrong, but I think, it'll be more exciting in that way. And so that will
Mhm.
help us get equal pay, and that will help bring the eyeballs and
I agree.
the people wanting to come to the fights and watch us. But and then the other thing is like what I've been having trouble with. I'm an Olympian. I'm a decorated amateur, but I haven't got. Now I'm finally getting signed, and I've only had 4 fights in the past 3 years. So that's like the main thing I think we is the struggle for women, because there's a lot of guys that haven't really done much amateurs and go get turn pro, and they get all these fights, and it might not be
Yeah.
big money pays for them or on big cars, but at least they're getting fights. They're able to get
Yeah.
more fights than the top women. So that's
That's true.
again, that I don't know how we change that, besides like we were talking about having to market ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
um
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what other way besides just proving ourselves in the ring.
Which y'all
And
always
you've
do.
already started, like coming on shows like this and going to other shows, doing interviews, being more, vocal and in presence, in the presence of people. They're gonna know you. They're gonna want to follow you. Talk
Yeah.
shit. Okay,
Yeah, exactly.
Um, a lot of people have said that, as Crystal, who's not on the show tonight, but she says Uncle Turkey,
Mhm.
Turkey Alashik. Everybody thinks he's the big savior, like he's gonna save boxing.
Oh,
The only problem is he's only had Jonas, and now he's gonna have Sky.
yeah.
He's not. He said he doesn't really want to do women's boxing.
Yeah.
Um, is he the savior? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, if he doesn't want to do women's boxing, then no. The men can say that, but I mean, hello, there's women's boxing too. So I can't say he's a savior if that's what I'm hearing. You
Absolutely.
know. So
So
I
No,
mean,
I have
I hope he changes his mind and sees how valuable women's boxing is, and he's from Saudi Arabia, and it's a little different over there, so it might take him time, but maybe he needs to come over to
I don't even know
America
how
and do
you
fights over here.
he's already inducted into some Hall of Fame. He hasn't even done anything for women's boxing. So
Really?
out of here.
yeah,
Okay. All right. So I have a
yeah.
question for you. So if those Olympians that fought, this Olympics here, would you, if they come to you right now and say, "Hey, should I go pro right now?" What is
Good
your
question.
honest, what is your honest answer gonna be to them? Because I feel like you have such a hard road to get to where you're at right now.
Right. Well,
And
if they're still young, then I would say, especially for the women, I'd say go for another Olympics. The men again are different. I would say you're fine going pro, but go for another Olympics too. Either way. Now if it's like an older woman, I'd probably say go pro, because just because financially wise, and you're at that time in your life where you need like a to grow and have stability. So in that stance, and in that sense, yeah, I would say go pro. But the younger girls, I would definitely say go for another Olympics. Enjoy
do you
that while you can.
do you wish you would have done like one more?
No, I'm glad I went pro. Just
Okay.
I'm 36. I mean, I was watching the Olympics, and you would get this, Christine, watching the Olympics and seeing everybody there and everybody's families and everybody in the stands. That kind of hurt me and made me sad, because I was like, man, I wanted that. I really wanted that, because
Um,
yeah, our stands was completely empty, especially at the
and-
beginning. Like I could hear Billy so clearly, and I'm like, this is weird. This is weird. Why can't I?
yeah,
Why do I feel like he's right next to me? So.
it was totally different.
Yeah, so that
Yeah,
that kind of was like, man, I wish I went to Paris, but
yeah. But the thing is that people don't realize, and I've told people around me, close to me, I always brag about y'all, about the last quad, because they do not realize the shit that y'all went through. I mean, we freaking lived in a hotel. We were the first
Ugh.
team to travel in the world,
That's
to
right.
go to multi-nation camps, to go to tournaments. They could not be with anybody. We were like locked in our rooms. I mean, if you have like anxiety, depression,
Yeah.
whatever, it was amplified like 10 times. People do
Yeah.
not realize the things that y'all went through. And then y'all had to go and perform at the Olympics. It was nobody in the stands. Your family couldn't go. Your friends couldn't go. Nobody
Oh,
could go. They
Yeah.
don't understand. How do you, whenever you're talking to people about that time, how do you explain that? Like, how do you describe it?
Well, kind of like what I just said now. It was like, I'm grateful they had an Olympics. So we were nervous that they were just going to not have one at all. So I'm grateful I actually got to go. But it just, I went to Rio. I didn't compete in Rio, but I went to Rio and, got to get the experience and everything. So I'd say I just feel like Tokyo didn't feel like an Olympics. It felt like a almost just like a maybe a world champion tournament.
Yeah.
Um, it just felt different, and then, and that's the kind of the sad part of it. I really wanted the
Yeah.
whole experience, but
Experience.
again, I can't. Again, like I said, I'm grateful that there actually was one at that during that time.
Well, I mean, it just shows how tough and how you can deal with anything that you are and everybody that was on that quad. Seriously. I mean, even the training, like we had cubicles, like it was one on
Yeah,
one cubicles. Like we could
oh
not,
God.
I
they could not
remember
be with
that.
everybody.
Yeah, I
That would
remember
have been
In
crazy.
that. That
fucking
was
sane.
crazy. That was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. And it just shows how they're made. I mean, they were made different. They really were. So all the stuff, her thumb and everything, she was built for this.
Mm.
She
Yeah.
was definitely built for this.
Damn right.
Absolutely. And you know what? Jenny, yes, we have to like promote more. We have to promote ourselves, whatever you have to promote yourself, and we're going to help you do that.
Thank
Um,
you.
but yes,
I'm
before
serious.
before
If you give me your account for 1 week, I'm serious. I'm
talk
gonna
to
get
her,
your.
Jenny. Yeah.
Well,
Talk to her, she'll do it.
we'll
Um,
talk. We'll talk.
But
yeah, definitely.
let me just
But
let me know the opponent, and then I got you.
But before we let you go, I just want to know like what do you want to be known for? Like what at the end, I mean this sounds so morbid, but like what is going to be said after you're gone, like after everything you've accomplished and you've wanted to do, what is going to be said about you? What do you want to be said about you?
I mean, I want to be known as like one of the most entertaining, ferocious fighters. Definitely one of the greats. I know there's a lot that I wanted to accomplish that I didn't, but I still want to be known as one of the greats. And just like that podcast I saw the other day, one badass chick.
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
with just one who went in there and fought all that they had, all with all their heart, all their determination, and never. I'll put it all in the ring. Never left without anything. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah. And I'm so proud to say and privileged that I can vouch for you. You are a badass chick. And people always say like she's so tiny. I said that bitch can hit. She is fucking tough. She
yeah.
can punch, and she might look little, but look, she can whoop your ass. I'm telling you, she is fucking ferocious, and you will be known for that. You will be known for that, and this is why one of the reasons why we love doing what we're doing because we want to highlight the people that we know, are made for this, and you're definitely one of them.
Thank you.
Absolutely, Nika. What you got before we log off?
No, I just want to congratulate her on the belt, and I want a speedy recovery. And if, I know you need help right now with the social media, with the girl. These songs are championship. These songs,
You got
I
stuff
can
working
get you
right
a couple
now.
of fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
so
after
serious. You just
my
give me the opponent that you want to fight, and I know my I know my target, and she will want to fight you. So
All right, when I get the prognosis from this doctor and I know more, I'll let you know.
Okay.
We will talk. We will talk.
Thank you. And you have to come on again. We're so happy and proud of you, like seriously. So you have to come on again. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all, and thank you to our chat for tuning in. Thank you, my ladies. Y'all have a good night, and we will see y'all next Wednesday. Love to love you.
Love y'all. So good to see y'all.
I just want to
Love
thank
you
the
too.
chat, and then Ginny needs to get some rest today. Christine, she is like a trooper coming here on her vacation, so everybody have a great night. Yeah, she's in Mexico right now.
I know you're on vacation.
Yeah.
Aw, go have fun.
I'm on the beach. Absolutely.
You already know. I know.
Y'all have a good night.
All right, bye, y'all.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.